Hi everybody, you are watching Endeavor TV with the Sony Vaio M netbook unboxing and comparison. And yeah, let's take a quick look around the box. It's in a pretty black. It costs around 350 euros here in Germany, which is should be about $400 in America. And this is the VPC M11M1E. The W stands for white, as you can read here. And everything is in German, the keyboard, the operating system and everything. And the hardware is a standard Atom N450 processor, Intel GMA 3150 graphics, then 10.1-inch display with a standard resolution of 1024x600, 1 GB of RAM, 250 GB hard drive, and Windows 7 starter. And yeah, let's open this little baby up and let's take a look at what you can expect if you go to the store and buy this. Let's start off with the manuals. I'm not the first person to unbox this, but okay, let's see. We have a warranty guide, nothing special in there. Recovery guide, how to recover your system after it doesn't work anymore. How to prepare a recovery disk, because there is none in the box. Then we have an Energy Star guide, probably Sony is helping saving the environment, and a quick start guide in German and English. So there should be a power cord, battery, and how to put it into your battery, into your netbook. Shouldn't be that hard, turning it on. Okay, next up is power supply. I love Sony power supplies because they are tiny. As this one, it says Vaio. The cable goes out to the top. I love that. And it just has a double connector, no triple connector. So I guess the other cable with it is pretty small. And yeah, hell yeah. The whole thing doesn't weigh much. Light. And I hope that the green light or blue light here isn't too bright. But as far as I know, Sony, they think about everything. So let's put this aside, and the last thing that's in here is the netbook itself. So let's get this little white baby out. So as you can see, everything's empty. No bag, no disc, no anything. And yeah, hell yeah, we have the Sony Vaio M netbook here. Actually, this is how you should read it. And it's in a nice white matte finish. Can't see any fingerprints, which I hate about other devices, except for on the Vaio itself, on the logo, because it's indented a little bit, and it is a chrome finish, but it looks really nice. And Sony is just printed on here. Let's take a look at the inputs and outputs. We have 3 USB ports right next to each other, which is not that handy if you have like a really big Wi-Fi extender or anything on it, but I think you can get it to work. Kensington lock. On the back there's only the battery. On the other side we have the power in, 19.5 volts. Then of course some fan hole, VGA output, network adapter, 1000 Mbit I think, no gigabit in here. And Sony Memory Stick Pro Duo reader and SD card reader. On the front there is the headphone and microphone, so don't worry, there is headphone and microphone ports on here. They're just on the front. You can turn the wireless on and off with a switch, which is pretty handy. You even have an LED showing it to you here if it's on or off. Then you have a power status LED, hard drive status LED, and the power switch is right here. Just have to turn it to the right to turn the whole thing on. On the bottom, the whole case is in one piece. You can't upgrade a hard drive so easily. Maybe I will take a look inside later, but just check out other videos on the Endeavor TV channel on YouTube. We have a nice little battery here which doesn't stick out. You have to take it out by pulling this to the right and then to the top. And as you can read here, let me see, it only has 3600 milliamps and 40 watt hours. come on camera, focus, focus. Maybe you don't want to focus. Anyway, I told you the specs, and yeah, just read them on endeavor.com again if you didn't hear me right. 40 watt hours. Putting them back in caused me a little bit trouble in the German video. Now it was pretty easy. And this could be the speakers, but I'm not sure. And yeah, let's take a look inside, because that's what you're going to look at the most time when you use your Sony Vaio M. We have a nice little motion cam here, status LED for it, and a microphone, of course. Matte display, matte white border. If you buy the black one, you will of course have a black bezel here. Then this could be the speakers. I'm not sure, as I said, I will try it out later. And product number, of course. Status LEDs for your keyboard, numlock, caps lock, and scroll down. And then you have your nice little keyboard, which has actually the almost perfect layout, but they squished it in a little bit too much because there's too big of a border here. If you compare it to another netbook like the Sony, the MSI U160, you can see clearly the U160 is actually a little bit smaller, but the keyboard is way bigger. Comparing it to a standard Mac keyboard, the wireless keyboard, it's really tiny, but I think you can write on it pretty good because it has the standard keyboard layout. For my fingers it's a little bit maybe too small, but I think you can get used to it. It's like on the first EPCs, but it's a really silent keyboard and it feels really good. So the touchpad, huge. You can feel clearly the borders here, so you won't go out of this area. The buttons, a little bit too soft, but you can press anywhere because they are separate from each other, and yeah, well, it goes a little bit too much into the case, but it feels pretty good till now. Of course, then we have Vaio logo, some stickers, and actually this is it with the Sony Vaio M netbook. This is the white edition on endeavor.com and Endeavor TV. In YouTube there will be a bunch of more videos, tests, and yeah, to netbooks, tablets and MIDs there's also more on Endeavor TV on YouTube and endeavor.com. I'm Balázs Gál, and thank you for watching my Sony Vaio M unboxing video.